It's Week 13 of the NFL.
And we'll see Jameis Winston.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Broncos on Monday Night Prime Time.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses.
Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. A lot of experience from Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Probably feels like he owes his guys one after last week, doesn't he? Threw a couple picks, did find the end zone, but his guys around him still found a way to win. Now here's where he's got to be careful, Kate. You can't get it all back at once. Sometimes when you're over-aggressive, it leads to, well, days like last week with a couple interceptions. Got to do your job and just do your job well. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. Bringing him out to #1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing, it's Jameis Winston.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Winston now. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Chubb going for the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Here's Winston to the air. A throw right side, caught by Njoku. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. That one complete to Njoku. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent down by Cody Barton. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Connection made to Jeudy. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. David Njoku, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That finds Vele, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Play action with Nix. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Nix from the gun. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll throw again. Nix escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Browns a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Winston to throw it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Lots there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. To return, Jerome Ford. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3rd and just 2 to go. Chubb on the give, headed left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a man. Adam Troutman has it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Nix off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. Completed to Sutton. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Play action on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw, here's Winston. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now a give right side to Chubb. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. P.J. Locke getting there for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going for it again. And he gets back to the line, but no more. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing is Winston. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Winston looking to throw. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. The Browns are lined up to punt. Tremon Smith back deep for the Broncos. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Set go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. This is ahead for about 5. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Left side now, caught by Sutton. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now it's a bootleg for him. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. To throw, here's Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Riley Dixon on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Absolutely crushed that kick, a full 70-yard punt. And the Browns will go on offense. They begin the drive with Chubb. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Winston now. Connection made to Judy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Winston to the air. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Winston. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Denver set to take the field on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Here's Williams to start the drive. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Nix from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same.
Well, we can hear it. Kevin Stefanski audibly frustrated with that call, and he'll throw the red flag out. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. He's got to gain a 6 there. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos, who have 2nd and 4. From the 31. Cut by Sutton. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Throw complete to Williams. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Escapes the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. They go play action on first. Fits it through the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Sent down by Cody Barton. So we've reached halftime in Denver. The hometown fans, yeah, they're feeling good. Their Broncos have the lead. Now we'll send things to say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Here's Ford on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Browns with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Winston. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That tackled by Levi Wallace. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Winston to throw it. Chubb brings it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Sent down by Cody Barton. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. To throw, here's Winston. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Broncos bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Winston. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take the lead right away in half number 2. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Second half starts with a run by Williams, and they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another run for Williams. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give to Williams from the gun. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed, Got him the ball back.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, we can hear it. Kevin Stefanski audibly frustrated with that call, and he'll throw the red flag out. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Williams does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line in the deep.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns and Jameis Winston ready to go once again on offense. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Winston looking to throw. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Winston now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Williams now on 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 5. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Nix. He lofts it deep left. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Offense to the line for second down. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead with Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. All right, here we go. Second down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Draw play. This is Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Nix from the gun. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too.
Touchdown, Denver! Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Ford on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Finds Judy near the sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. Here's Chubb up the middle. Still going past the 40. Into the red zone. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So here comes the Bronco offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Now Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nix off the play action. Oh, he lost the football. And the Browns pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Throwing now, following the turnover. He'll get this to Tillman.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the 1st down run. You hate the 2nd down sack. And now you're in a 3rd down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
He'll get this complete to Chubb. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Winston to throw it. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. This is Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 43. Pass complete to Dulcich. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. He'll take 5 on the carry. That gets him back to even. 2nd and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Williams. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
Play action with Mix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Cut by Sutton. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Williams on the carry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos needing 4 points. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll run the toss for Williams. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled for a short gain. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. 3rd down, Broncos loading up that secondary. They're in the dime here. It's into the hands of Chubb. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton taking the field once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. Looking to throw it. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Now to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we'll see you next time from Denver.